Welcome back, Retail Therapy. My name is Will, Barrett Dudley. How we doing?
It's spring break. That's a little James Franco from the movie Spring Breakers for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at my shit. Look at all this shit I got.
I told you last week I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, okay.
No, I should.
Well,
I should.
You should. It's Oh yeah, we did talk about Spring Breakers last week. That's right.
We did.
Yeah.
Formative.
Yeah. Did we talked about how that was the how that was the best body you could have in like as a college female.
Didn't they tell they
2008.
told the celebrity, like the cast in that movie, to like let themselves go a little bit to be realistic college girls?
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Okay. I will say that. That is also probably based off of a tweet that like is only half true. That was taken from like the IMDb trivia section. That's not actually. So like, don't quote me on that, but I have seen that quote tweet before, being like, they didn't want them to look like celebrities on the beach. They wanted to look like college girls who party a lot.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
I don't know.
I could see Harmony Korine doing that type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a movie you should watch.
Do you miss MTV Spring Break on TV?
Oh my God. MTV Spring Break was very formative for me. I'm guessing that we've also talked about this on the podcast before, but like watching Fred Durst blow up the boat.
Cool.
And Limp Bizkit.
Cool stuff.
Was like, that's like a core memory.
Is your vibrate going off on your phone right now?
It did. It did just go off.
It's like a bass thumping. You got something going off in the stew right now.
Shit. Let me double check.
Boiler room set.
Not a no. Okay.
No major drops.
I just got some. It looks like I've got 3 different group chats just kind of blowing up right now.
It's March Madness, man.
It's March Madness. It's spring break. You know,
the boys are
buzzing.
In the washed universe, Retail Therapy is the fashionably loud in the lineup of television shows.
Yeah, we're just in here, just making noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, MTV Spring Break. Remember when they would have like there was like the ones where there were like some workout ones, right? Where it was just like 20 people working out on a stage, like dancing and stuff.
The Grind?
Yeah.
The Grind was just people dancing.
Just people dancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was sick. Yeah, just all of it. Eminem, Carson Daly, like
it was a special time.
We got cable when I was in 7th grade, and I was notoriously a non-camp goer because I did not want anybody else to be in charge of my schedule.
Totally agree.
I am sure I would have loved camp, and this is like a dumb 12-year-old reason to not go, right? Just be like, I don't want to wake up when they tell me to wake up. I don't want to do swim only when they say I can go swim. Now that I'm 39, camp sounds sweet.
Yeah, you and I are on the exact same wave.
But I was like, don't tell me how to spend my summer. So instead, in 7th and 8th grade, I mostly just like hung out and watched MTV Spring Break.
I just couldn't wait for
it.
And
I understand that you're hearing that and you're like, spring is not summer. Somehow these two things, they just go together in my mind.
I think they would play old spring breaks.
And
I think they would play old spring breaks like a lot in the summertime.
I also think they did MTV Spring Break maybe a little bit later in the season. I don't remember if they always did it in March.
I don't know.
Anyway, those two things kind of go together in my mind. And the point is, I once we got cable when I was like in late middle school, kind of early high school. Yeah, that was that I was all about MTV Spring Break.
It just changed everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't old enough to watch it. My parents weren't like stopping me from watching it. I don't think they knew what was happening.
Right.
But I didn't want them to walk in and me have like a wet t-shirt contest going on or something.
There were wet t-shirt contests, indeed, on the television.
And I just remember keeping the volume as low as I possibly could to hear footsteps and knowing that if I went up, I was going to like USA. Don't know what's going to be on there. My parents can be like, why are you watching A Few Good Men? Like what? You're 8.
Whoa. You got to have that previous channel button locked in, man.
No, dude, Randy, we're operating at a time when I'm not even sure you were alive. You were a newborn,
did you
a wrinkly little baby.
Did you not have previous channels back in the day?
We probably did, but like I don't know if it was trustable.
Yeah, we didn't know about that type of newfangled technology.
And then if I went down on the clicker, it was Weather Channel. So that one didn't serve me well.
No, because your parents wouldn't believe that you were
it's like
just peeping the weather.
Just want to know. Just getting the forecast on the 8s.
We need a documentary on like MTV Spring Break, or hell, just put it back. Like MTV just spends most of their time just playing ridiculousness.
We don't. No, they're done. MTV's over, dude.
I want to go back to there. I want to watch some MTV
I don't
Spring
want
Break.
an MTV Spring Break documentary.
No.
Because I'm sure there were some terrible things that went down that I just don't need to visit.
Okay.
It's like the Nickelodeon documentary.
Okay.
Completely tainted Nickelodeon.
You just want it to live on hallowed ground in your mind.
I want the people responsible for any wrongdoings to be held accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be thinking about it in the middle of the night when I could associate some of those shows with warm, fuzzy
Carson
childhood
Daly
feelings.
has made his way through his career largely unscathed by any wrongdoing, I feel like.
He seems like a diamond in the rough, man.
Yeah.
He seems like a real good guy. Stand-up chap. Should we get into it?
Yeah.
All right. Today's episode is presented by our friends over at, you guessed it, Shopify. You know those moments right before you started your business? Sitting there, open your laptop, and you're like, man, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? What if I told you could have a professional-looking website in no time? Go sign up for Shopify, the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world, and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. They've got so many household names. Go get started. We even use them ourselves. If you've purchased anything from me in the last X amount of years, I promise you that has gone through a Shopify website. I've received the order and I've shipped the order myself. I promise. All through Shopify. All you have to do is make an account, log in, decide what you're going to do. You know, they have templates out there for you that you can sign up for. They have great looking choices that you can make yourself, whether it's colors, whether it's typefaces, whether it's anything. And from there, you launch that site, you set it up with your shipping software, you make it happen. Accelerate your efficiency. Make it all happen. Just do it. Just go do it. I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. I'm telling you right now. Tackle all those important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. It's time to turn those what ifs into dollar signs with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/scaries. Go to shopify.com/scaries. Again, that's shopify.com/scaries.
Dollar bill, y'all. What did Johnny Manziel used to do? Was this it? Was this his money?
Yeah.
The money. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. You have any what would your soccer celebration be?
What would my soccer celebration be?
Yeah.
The Brandon Chastain.
Just every time? You get a yellow card for that now.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can't pop top?
Nope. Yellow card.
Well,
only time you see guys popping top now is if they score a game winner and it's the 90th minute and they're like, fuck it, yellow card.
Yeah.
Give me your yellow card.
I just I'm a pretty, I'd be a pretty clean player out there. I don't think I'd be rounding up a bunch of yellow cards. Mm-hmm. So I'd take my yellows when I pop top after my goals.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a tactical yellow, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And like those, and it's like, it's even more Chastain-esque these days, because I don't know if you've caught this, and maybe this is an MLS thing, maybe this is a lame-o MLS thing, but like, every player in the MLS now has those little like half tank top.
Oh, it's everybody.
Heart monitor.
Everybody, dude.
Tracker thingies. Mm-hmm. So you even got the sports bra look underneath.
Yeah.
You just go full Chastain with it.
Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like those.
It's weird because under a white jersey you can really see it.
Yeah.
And I don't love that. Second,
some guys also have like tech on their back, and it like makes it look like they have a hunchback almost.
Oh, weird.
It took me a really long time to realize this.
Okay.
Pulisic had it really bad for a while. He still kind of has a little hunched over look
because he's got some type.
But they have like a apparatus on like the back of it.
Oh, interesting.
Or I don't know if they still do. This was a while ago.
Okay.
But it would give guys like a hunchback, and it was really freaking me out. And then I realized what was going on.
Has anybody in football adopted some version of a Lambo leap? Because that's another one I'd like to
They will run into the supporter section and embrace people.
Mm-hmm.
A 16-year-old from Arsenal scored a goal the other day. He had a wide open net. All credit to him. He created the wide open net for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Scored the goal. 16 years old. I think youngest goal scored in Premier League history.
Wow.
Got to run up. So it was like 90. It was after injury time was already supposed to be over. because she got to run into the stands and embrace everybody, entire team crowd around. It was cool.
That's cool.
I hate Arsenal, and like it was cool.
Yeah. What is Yamin Lamal doing out there as a celebration?
He does something. What does he do? I don't know. Comment. Boost our engagement. Comment. Comment what Yamin Yamal does.
I want to do what he does.
One Man U guy does this.
He checks his pulse.
Mhm.
Checks his pulse. Okay.
Yeah, because he's so cold, dude.
Okay.
You gotta check his pulse.
Got to make sure he's still alive.
Yep.
What about my guy Cole Palmer?
Cold?
Oh yeah, he does his cold. Yeah, that's right. I knew he.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
A lot of Man U chatter for him. Let's talk soccer.
He, I feel like he could get a little cameo on Industry. Only 1.5 seasons in, but
dude, he can't remember his lines. There's no way. There's no way.
You know, he's done a Burberry campaign.
Can't.
He's out there.
There's a reason he's in print. I love the guy. I like watching him play, but he's not the brightest bulb.
Okay.
Several times during interviews, like the interviewer will ask him a question and he'll have to stop the question to ask, like, what does that word mean? He's just not, I think he's been football his entire life.
His entire life, right? He doesn't know anything else. Well, like you said, this is a great segue because we got managers out here absolutely just getting kits off.
This was a wild time yesterday. I signed on yesterday on Twitter to see if there was anything awesome happening during Champions League. And what I saw was an entire timeline filled with Manchester City coach Pep Guardiola absolutely dripping on the sidelines for their Champions League game against Real Madrid, which they ended up losing, and now they've crashed out. But he went down in literal flames, dude. Like, this is a crazy fit to where when you might get eliminated from the Champions League that night.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got a bit of a breakdown from Versus here, right?
Kind of. It's not the best breakdown, I'd say. They pretty much just established that it's an Our Legacy shirt.
Yeah, it's an Our Legacy. This is called the Borrowed shirt. It's like a style that they run every season in new plaids and whatnot. And as you'll note from the first photo, and there are other photos where this is even more visible and noticeable, but this shirt runs huge.
Mm-hmm.
It is common practice for people to size down 1, if not 2 sizes in this thing, and you still get kind of an oversized fit. And how big do you think Pep is? I don't think he's a huge dude.
No, he's not a big man.
I think he's got to be wearing the extra small here.
You think?
Yeah, I do. Or maybe it's the small to fit.
See, I really like the shirt. It's very frog and toad coated.
Yeah. Good colors, great colors. But like, Our Legacy is a brand I love. I don't really fuck with the flannels and the shirting because it just doesn't really work on me that well because it's so huge.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, knits, pants, jeans, like shoes, like all that, like I really love. But the shirts, as great as they look, they don't tend to suit me. And yet maybe I just need to get like Pep and just toss it on over some slim trousers and boots and let it rip because
he hit him with the oxbloods.
Yeah, he did.
People yesterday were somewhat in awe. One of the first things I said to you was that he was dressed just like our friend Reese from Cake Not Crumbs, who we had on the program. And then today he just posted about an hour ago the exact same shirt, rocking it together.
Yeah.
This made me very happy.
I think I had said to you, I bet Reese owns that one.
Yes.
I bet he owns that flannel. And sure enough, he had, I probably thought that because he had just posted. I remember him posting that fit pic. So,
people are also calling out that he looks like Kevin James from the infamous Kevin James meme where he's shrugging. And it is somewhat the same.
And that is also not wrong. That's not wrong.
It's just so uncharacteristic for a coach or a manager or whatever to wear something that is this fashion forward on the touchline. Normally they're wearing team gear or a blazer with, a patch from the club on it or some athletic gear.
The way that I would describe most managerial fashion decisions, if they are not in like team gear or some form of athleisure, is like Cuccinelli-esque.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there are some rakish dudes out there that are clearly in like very custom tailoring and a nice dress shirt and that type of thing. no names are coming to mind, but like you can picture some of the ones I'm talking about, especially once you get into like international play. I feel like, and some of the coaches are just out there, kind of flaunting it.
Yeah,
kind of flossing.
My favorite manager style will always be Jose Mourinho because he always just has kept it so clean and good looking. He just had beautiful top coats back in the day when he was coaching in England all the time. He had a great hair that made everything look great, if I'm being straight up honest. But like he had very timeless, classic good looks back in the day. But like so many of these guys now just wear team issued gear, which right. I actually respect that. Like I kind of want my manager not to make fashion decisions the day of a match. Kind of just want him to roll out there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mourinho is one of these guys that I'm talking about. Like he's out there,
Yeah.
In fine tailoring.
His scarf game was crazy.
He's
back
in
the
suits.
Day. He used to just toss on a scarf over the suit and just vibe out.
Yeah.
He had, IV ties, V-neck sweaters. He did it. He was doing it.
Yeah. But yes, you're exactly right. Like no coach is just out there in an oversized contemporary flannel. You know what I mean?
People would lose their minds when Pep Guardiola would wear Stone Island and stuff like that. Like people really liked that. But this was just such a step forward from wearing Stony.
Yeah, because even Stone Island like is a part of the culture and leans kind of technical, right? So it makes sense in the context.
What's the Kamala quote?
What's the what?
Isn't there a Kamala quote about the context of your getting hit by a coconut tree?
This is my favorite. The comparison to the Kevin James meme that's my favorite.
She said, "You think you just fell out of a coconut tree. You exist in the context of which you all live and what came before you."
Oh, wow.
I think this applies to this situation beautifully.
It sounds like it does. Yeah. Versus called out his kettle popped.
So
are they talking about the watch?
So I'm going to expose my lack of ball knowledge here. Is popping the kettle letting the watch hang out? Or is a kettle a type of watch slang term? I hope that it's if it is letting the watch peek out of that.
I think it's the former.
I'm using that all the time.
Yeah,
if true.
Pop the
he's popping kettle right now.
Yeah.
It's kind of great.
I mean, come on. We all know that the British have the best slang. Right?
They do.
They
do. Even just like versus, they have great descriptions on these. If you ever like read their captions, they always have like very good captions calling out whatever it is. Man, I love to hate Pep Guardiola because he's made a lot of my.
He put on a lightweight jacket afterwards too.
Damn.
Now he's really nice.
He dipped into the Liam Gallagher collection.
Yeah.
270 Great British pounds.
You get a better deal over there.
That shirt, there's no way you can get that shirt now. It had to have sold out after yesterday. I've never seen.
You think the supporters just went crazy? You think they ate it up?
I probably will. If I was a Man City supporter, I would probably go buy that shirt.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Like, well, more coaches. Like, let's get some NBA coaches just rocking some gear, man.
Yeah. All coaches. Is there any dress code for any coaches? Like in any leagues?
Yeah, in baseball, you got to wear the uniform.
I forgot about baseball.
Yeah.
That's such a little kid rule.
It is It's one of those things that like makes sense because we've been doing it for 100 years now. But
yeah, but now thinking of like a manager not wearing it seems weird.
It seems weird, right?
But it shouldn't seem weird. It should be weird that they're wearing the uniform and these men can like barely walk.
Okay, if baseball managers suddenly did not have to wear the uniform, I can see the top, right? They could wear like hoodies, sweatshirts, and they'll pop that over the uniform often anyway.
Yeah.
But what do you go on bottom?
Lululemon pace breakers.
Okay, I was about to say, is it an ABC pant?
Basically? I think it is. I think you're just or not pace breakers. Sorry, yeah, the ABC pant.
Yeah,
gotta be right.
Yeah. And then like you go on like Ons, Hokas, or you go with the cleats. You keep it
maybe a hybrid.
Yeah, some type of turf
shoe with just a lot of tread on it.
Yeah. Okay. A little turf shoe.
I don't like thinking about this for some reason. Like I don't like thinking of managers. I don't know. Now it's weird. That's why they haven't changed it. But they start going down the road and they're like, no, it's just weird.
NBA coaches, I think they loosened their dress code recently because I don't think every NBA coach wears a suit every game now the way that they were in the 90s and the 2000s.
I don't know.
But I don't know what their dress code is. You know who's got this figured out? You know the coaches that are out there just like dressed to the nines in whatever they feel like, Kit, is the women's college basketball coaches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dawn Staley, obviously at South Carolina, like is absolutely dripping all of the time. And then you've got homegirl down at LSU.
Dude, I'm not pulling these names out of a hat right now.
Come on.
It's just not happening.
You know who I'm talking about, Randy, right?
Livy Dunn?
Stop.
It's the only girl I know from LSU.
Come on. She's like Kim something, right? Kim
Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey.
Mulkey. Yes. I got there as you said it, which annoys me. I was so close. I don't know if she's dripping though.
I mean,
she kind of looks like a Lisa Frank catalog.
Kim Mulkey wears what she wants, though, is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
She has her own personal style. She's not following any dress code. She's just like,
she dresses like
I'm putting on the rainbow stripes because they slap.
She dresses like she's about to go to the Eras tour.
I mean, she's had some bangers over the years. Glitter, sparkles, tons of color. I mean, look at these sleeves, baby. Like,
I like that.
Come on. Giant flowers.
I like that. Those are big flowers.
This is what I'm saying, though. You get none of this personality and with the male coaches.
None.
Yeah.
None.
But I feel like NBA is the sport for it, right? That's where the tunnel is. That's where all the players are super into fashion. You know?
I'm Googling something really quick.
Okay.
Yeah. So Amélie Door needs to sponsor Mike Brown, the head coach of the New York Knicks, and just drip him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just need to send him a giant bag. Not a box. I want a giant bag. Like it's money.
I just went through a long research of trying to figure out what kettle popped meant on British slang. So to pop means to do something like effortlessly or go like I'm going to pop over to the store in British, like, and pop the kettle on means like I'm going to put the tea kettle on the thing, like pop it. And then kettle is also a name for a slang term for a watch, or usually like a luxury watch. So when they're saying like, I think that we're making a thing, they're popping the kettle. It's like a play on the words of the slang of popping the kettle on the heater.
God, I'm dropping kettle soon. No one's going to know what I'm talking about.
So
I like it because I kind of get it. Like if you have the watch half out and it's got its little the crowns and the
the bevel,
not the bevel. It's the crown is when it's one. But then, but for the other ones, I'm just going to, again, show my ass here and my lack of ball knowledge. The twisties, that's what I'm going with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When those are poking out, it kind of looks like a kettlebell or something.
The dials?
No, they're not the dials. The dials is on the face of the watch.
Oh, okay.
I'm not letting this go.
The crown is the
crown is the twisty.
Is the main one. But sometimes
then you have the pusher.
There are multiple twisties.
One's called a pusher.
Okay. Yo, push.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Okay. All right.
That's all I got.
Crowns and pushers, baby.
Crowns and pushers.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like either like a tea kettle or a kettlebell. Like I can see it. I like it makes sense.
I'm in on this term.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear it out. Where to next? I'm throwing it to you.
Let's go down the list here, right? Let's talk socks. Let's talk shoes.
Saw a tweet yesterday. People were roasting it, but that's not why I isolated it, because it ended up generating a larger conversation. But this was from @CigaretteSummer. Shout out to his name, Lamone. Says, at some point, you got to outgrow sneakers. And he hit us with the penny loafers and the white socks and the jeans. Then someone responded to it. Carvajal II Segundo de su nombre. He said, socks always in the color of the pants or the shoes, at most matching the tire pocket square, but never white. And this started bringing up a lot more dialogue about how you wear socks, what socks to wear in what situations, where the influence comes into wear white socks in America versus other countries, old people and how they style their socks, etc., and so on.
Yes, the tweet of the popular response is from a guy in Spain and was actually written in the native Spanish.
It's translated to the United States.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You want me to just start dropping
Dude, just
thoughts?
start riffing.
Just
Yeah,
start riffing?
I want your
Okay.
thoughts because
So the first tweet, at some point you gotta outgrow sneakers. The guy he's pedaling a bike
yeah.
and he's wearing a true blue pair of denim, white socks, and loafers. And I think anybody that listens to this podcast understands that white socks with loafers has kind of been a thing, a look in your dime square Soho scumbag, starter pack for a couple years now.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that I'm going to take issue with here, and this is a bit, I'll acknowledge that this is a little bit elitist. This is a really cocky tweet for a dude in a pair of Bass.
Yeah.
These loafers are not nice enough to be stunting like this. That's
I don't know if this
first thing.
photo is from the sender.
Okay.
I don't know if it's from the sender.
Okay.
But I had the same thought. Like,
And
if you're going to do this, you need to flex.
I don't
some
want to
loafs.
I'm not poo-pooing like Bass loafers.
I feel like you are, dude.
I'm not. Great starting point. Like, especially if you're like, I don't know if I'm really getting into this loafer thing. You just want to try them. Like, sure. They look good. I think the quality is kind of like very middling, which is what you'd expect for the price that you pay.
I have some black Bass loafers,
but sometimes
they've withstood the test of time.
Okay, great.
But they do look a little beat up.
Sometimes, especially when you get into the oxblood and kind of like shinier colors like this, I think they look a little cheap.
I think, yeah, I get it.
And that's just the first thing that and like, look, the dude's riding a bike. Like, he's not going to wear the Rose soft loafers maybe to wear to get on a city bike. So like,
he's not a real mogger if he's not willing to do that.
There's nuance here. I'm just saying it's one of the first things that I noticed is that this tweet is meant to be like very kind of highfalutin, right? And like kind of holier than thou about us down here in the gutter with our sneakers. But the loafer is not a nice enough loafer to kind of to pull that off. Now, back to the conversation about the socks and the loafers together. With pants, with jeans especially, I don't mind the white sock with the loafer. Like, it's very of the moment. It's very in vogue. Like, it's a little. It always sort of reminds me of Michael Jackson. But as just like as doing a thing, as like carrying off a look. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I get it.
From what I read about this in the conversation that was inspired by it, was that at Ivy League schools back in the day, people started wearing jeans as a rebellion.
Yeah.
They would pair them with the white socks. It was just like an old school Ivy thing. It became a much more American thing. It's more popular now than it has been. And it's very unfamiliar to people overseas. That's just not something they fuck with or haven't until recently when it's, I guess, gotten more widespread. But like, it seems like all the people from outside of the United States are more in line with this thinking, which like I can go either way. I think there's two decisions you have to make when you're putting on socks. And it's like, am I making a fashion choice or a function choice? And then like, what I don't know.
So this the guy that's tweeted from Spain about socks with shoes and with pants. This guy's obviously in the photos that he's sent here, he is wearing a suit or fine tailoring or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can see that he's dressed up. He looks very formal. And so he says, socks always in the color of the pants of the shoes, parentheses, at most matching the tie or the pocket square, but never white. So what this kind of triggers for me is back in the day, kind of pre-pandemic, when I was spending a lot of time on Style Forum. There are two main kind of hubs within Style Forum. There's the streetwear and denim side, which is where I spend all my time, and then there's the classic menswear side,
the Derek Guy side.
And he actually lives on both. He really kind of like. But what I'm about to say is actually why he started spending more time on the streetwear and denim side, where people are very open-minded about breaking rules and kind of like changing up their looks and getting into various, like you'd have people in the "what are you wearing today" thread, like posting, prep Ivy stuff. And then you'd have like your goth ninja Rick Owens dudes in there too. So it was very just more, kind of accepting of all sorts of things. And I think he preferred that because guys that are really into classic menswear and tailoring like this live hard and fast by rules. These rules are just things that you do not break, you do not violate, you do not, and some of them are good for everybody to know, right? Like, you never button the bottom button on a sport coat or a suit jacket.
Yeah.
Like that's a classic one that like everybody should follow, right? Yeah. But then other stuff like the sock thing, like people get very, very, very serious about the color of socks or the color of shoes that you're wearing with a with a certain color suit, like all that type of stuff. And so that it just becomes very it's not very it's like a hard place to kind of break into because they kind of eat you alive.
I was gonna say it's almost cannibalistic.
Yeah,
because it's like
if you don't live by exactly the details that they've laid out and kind of have established by some sort of adherence to like the tradition that they believe in.
Do you have any fashion rules that you break often that you think about when you break them and think like, I don't care? Most of mine have to do with belts or socks, I would say.
Man, this is like one of those ones where like I'm going to think of 3 answers in 2 days.
Yeah.
Right. But like off the top of my head, like now there's nothing I really do that I feel that I'm like, oh, I'm breaking a rule here. I think there are some color combinations that some people dislike that I quite like.
Uh-huh.
But like I like brown and black together.
Yeah. I've always felt that way about navy and black.
And so that was the other one I was going to say is I like navy and black together as well.
Like I'm going to age myself, but when public school in New York first came out, they did a lot of navy and black.
A lot of blue and black. Yep.
It looked so good there that I was like, oh, you can do this. Like, I know you're not supposed to, and like people are against it, but this looks so good on these models that I am not going to ever feel bad if my entire outfit is comprised of like blue and black and maybe some white or light blue or something like that.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, credit to them, like speaking of like the blue and black that a guy like Derek Guy really swears by, right, is his one of the banes of his existence is wearing like that kind of caramelly tan brown shoe with a navy suit.
Mm-hmm.
Because for him, like you always wear a black shoe with a navy suit. And like that's, 10 years ago, I was definitely wearing a brown shoe with a navy suit. And now I won't do it.
I just don't want to find myself in a navy suit. I feel like that means I'm either in a wedding, which I'm too old to be in a wedding at this point, or someone died.
Yeah.
Or you could be pledging.
I could be pledging. That's a good point. It's a good point.
But yeah, all that to say, like, I think that for dressing formally, dressing for business, you know, putting on your suit to wear into Pierpoint, like this is a smart rule to match the socks to the pants.
It feels so clean to match the socks to the pants in like formal situations.
It looks good.
It does look good.
And it's the kind of anti menswear era, like let's do fun socks thing, which I think just, we kind of all just got saturated and overkilled and like everybody hates now, right? Nobody likes a zany sock.
Yeah. I mean,
and I get it. Like that's okay.
I dress casually most of the time, so I don't have to make the formal decisions all that often. But I would say when I do make the formal decisions, it usually goes with this. When I'm making everyday decisions, it usually has more to do with the shoe than it has to do with anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm either wearing these pants or a pair of jeans at this point, maybe a pair of green pants. But like I only have so many shades of socks, and most of them are earth tone. And so like the earth tone socks go with these shoes that aren't white. The white shoes get white socks. Like it's very cut and dry for me. And I don't like wearing my white shoes, my like Tom Sachs without white socks. It just feels weird to me to wear colored socks with white shoes. But I don't have that many rules with it. It's just like I operate on vibes alone when it comes to socks.
Yeah.
Today I'm going green, dude.
It works very well with
these are
shoes.
Good socks with these shoes, man.
What are these socks?
I'm Ilion Door.
All right, hit it.
We got another one later, Randy. Don't I just save your second?
I bought 2 variety packs from them a while back because I really liked them, and they've held up really well, and they're pretty comfortable.
Okay.
The best socks I've purchased recently have been some cotton socks from Ralph Lauren, and they are just clearly nicer than these, even though I think they were less expensive than these. But I've been wearing those a lot in my more formal situations, not every day. But I've been loving them.
I have a take on socks.
You
guys are gonna hate this. You're gonna absolutely hate this. I don't care what Emrata says. I'm going back to no shows this summer.
All right, now, but are you doing no shows like real no shows?
Yeah.
Or are you going to let a little sock peek out?
No little sock peek out. I am so sick of like I don't want a tan line. I want my ankles tanned. I looked at myself wearing long socks and shorts, and I don't like the look. That's just me personally. I'm not telling anyone else to do it, but I'm going back to no-shows.
Randy, I to be perfectly
just
honest,
don't pop the kettle with those no-shows. Dude.
I never went away from no-shows. I like, because I like
love this.
I would mix it up. I still do that. Like last few summers, I still have a ton of the Stance Gamut socks, which are like my preferred true no-show.
Okay, nice. I didn't know about these.
But because I don't like the taller sock with every single look.
Mm-hmm.
And to Will's point, actually, what I especially don't like it with is white shoes. Like the GPS is different because it's got some color, it's got a gum sole. But like with a more traditional kind of all white sock, if you go dark sock, I think that looks kind of weird and geriatric. And if you go white sock, I don't like the look of the whole white thing.
White Vans plus white crew socks, like it never feels right for me.
Right.
It never feels right.
Right. And so like, yes, you can go sockless with like a Vans Authentic.
I don't like wearing sneakers with shorts anymore. I'm just old.
But yeah, I'm still pulling out a no-show because I do still prefer the sockless look sometimes.
Hell yeah.
The bad, what's bad, and millennials were all guilty of this sometimes, I think, is the just little sliver of sock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that type of low cut, sort of living in that weird. Is it an ankle sock? Is it like a, it's like it's supposed to be a no-show. It's just poking out a little bit. That 1 centimeter.
I'm going barefoot.
That's not
underneath. Good. You guys can keep your no-shows. I'm
going,
showing ankle. I'm stinking my shoes up. I don't care,
dude. I'm just going back to Sperry's and Chubby's, man.
Do it. I'm not that far from joining you, Randy.
I'll tell you what.
I wear short shorts all the time, and I'm only shopping for boat shoes right now.
I know boat shoes have been out there and sort of like having their moment again. I want to say last summer and probably starting the summer before that. They're pushing them on me like crazy this year.
There's
Everything
too many
I see is a
options.
boat shoe right now.
There's too many options. When I feel like last year at this time when they started coming out more, they were like unique takes on it so that we'd get away from what we all had cringed for. And now every company's making them, and like a lot of these companies just have very generic looking ones where I'm like, wait, why am I even clicking into this?
Yeah. Well, this is a good segue because
if you go to Mr. Porter, they have an entire boat shoe section and it's so long.
I keep, like I said, I feel like I'm getting targeted by the by Big Boat Shoe, and but Banana Republic was running 40% off this week, and I almost bought the pinch toe loafer that we that Ethan's a big fan of, but in a brown suede and like that kind of like and like a tan suede.
I didn't know they had that.
And then the 40% off like stopped working on that shoe for a few hours for some reason, and then it went back to it. But then I was like waffling, and then my size sold out, so I didn't do it. But where I'm trying to segue to is I am not growing up yet because I am still buying sneakers. I am still looking at new sneakers. I can't let them go. Will,
I get it.
Like, I'm starting to wrap my head around the idea. Like of that, maybe I could be a Belgian boy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe maybe once I'm in my 40s.
Water's fine,
which is later this year.
I don't turn 40 till next year, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe I could be a Belgian boy. Like, I'm feeling it out.
Let's get you in some loaves.
But in the meantime, I'm still buying sneakers, and I wanted to tell y'all about a couple sneakers that I bought, plus a couple brands that y'all should be on the lookout for.
Are you pyogging right now?
So I was thinking about this on the way over here, and I think we kind of have three buckets that these things can fall into. We've obviously got Wishlist, and I feel like Wishlist, that's kind of like, it's kind of longer term thinking. Like maybe somewhere down the line, this is something that intrigues us. We could see this item in our closet, but like we're unsure for whatever reason. Maybe it's a reach, maybe it's price, maybe it's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like pie in the sky. Then we've got imminent cops. And I feel like the sneakers here are imminent cops.
Okay.
Oh, you're using one of your 5 cops of the year maybe on this?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Love that.
And then the 2 brands that I'm going to tell you about are sort of P-Yogs, except for that I can't vouch for either yet because I don't have any experience.
Okay. Understandable.
So, I don't know where those fall.
Okay.
I think they qualify though, because I am putting you on game for some brands to know about.
Put me on game a little bit.
Okay, all right. Let me start with the kind of new fun stuff. A brand that for a lot of you, I imagine this is all over your algo already. GQ wrote about this brand about a week ago. These started kind of buzzing last year, and this year they're kind of everywhere. They're in more stores. They've broadened their wholesale reach, so they're popping up at more of our favorite little e-tailers. The brand is called Village PM, and the sneaker is called the 130 PM shoe. And this is a little French skate brand. So this is a skate shoe that is basically modeled to look like a climbing shoe.
I was gonna say, dude, if I'm one of the designers over at Keen right now, I'm punching air.
Yeah. Yes. Very Keen inspired. Very they've got that Sportiva look. And then especially like once you get into like the black and the kind of darker colors, they really start getting that technical look.
Dude, these are crazy functional skate shoes. They just seem heavy.
The black with the white sole is my favorite version. I'm a sucker for kind of any kind of take on a classic Converse, which this also sort of reminds me of.
No, give me the brown and black.
You like the brown and black? Yeah, see, that just starts to look so like, I mean, I get it. They're cool, but it looks very, very climby, very hikey.
Yeah. Raisins and peanuts.
Raisins and peanuts. Okay, so this brand is the Bush camo is pretty sick too. This is the brand to know about if you like, if you want to be on the kind of cutting edge, have the hottest sneaker out there. I feel like this could be it for the summer.
Okay.
Village PM.
Okay.
And I've got them pulled up on Slam Jam here, where you'll pay duties if you order from, but they're starting to pop up on some American sites as well. So keep your eye peeled if you like those.
I got a duty to pay, man. I got $19 out there.
What'd you get dutied on?
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. I don't even know where the duty came from.
The other brand, this one popped up on my radar last year, but it seemed like they only had like 2 models, and I'd never heard of them before. It's called East Pacific Trading. The retailer that I have here is Concepts, that's just got a boatload of these bad boys in, and these are these. I mean, I could potentially put these on the imminent cop list. I love this sneaker right here. This is called the Dive shoe, and it's basically like like I just said, it's a take on a Converse, but
it's got Barrett vibes.
I love the chunky sole. One of my favorite takes on a Converse Chuck is the Visvum Skagway. Those cost $800, so I don't own a pair. These are like 110. They come in great colors. I love the brown. I love the red. The red is kind of calling my name as well. But this is like, if you just like need an easy summer sneaker, I would be all over these. And if you don't like the Chuck look, they do some other ones as well. But really cool brand, really great price point. I like the look. East Pacific Trade.
They've got they've got a bunch of different silhouettes.
Yeah.
Anything from something that looks like a Samba to straight up Vans to like everything.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen them before. I just haven't shopped them, I guess.
Okay. Couple that I've got on the way. First is the Nike Waffle Racer.
You just used the word waffle in a different context a little bit ago.
How did I use it?
You said you were waffling over something.
That's right. Yeah.
Big waffle day.
Just a big waffle day. Ironically, I ate pancakes this morning.
Uh-huh. Do you like pancakes more than waffles?
No. I love both. Don't get me wrong. But like gun to my head, I'm going waffle.
I think I am too.
Yeah. I just like the little pockets to catch the syrup. Like that's what I always find myself. I need more syrup on pancakes constantly.
I'm just soaking
it up. I like that it pools in a little grid on a waffle.
Let go my ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my Eggos, like there was so much butter in those things that they were essentially flat on top.
If I'm at a continental breakfast and I have pancakes, I'm like, okay, whatever. But if they have a waffle maker,
yeah,
I'm getting a little excited.
Yeah. If
you're hitting that make your own waffle station.
Yeah. Exactly.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Then I'm going back and getting a make your own omelet.
Okay, but now we're talking two different things, right?
Yeah, omelets and waffles.
But like, where are you making your own waffle? That's like a Hampton Inn type thing. Versus getting your own omelet. That's you're at the Rosewood for make your own
or like the dining courts at a college campus.
Yeah, you just put all your stuff in the bowl and you hand them the bowl.
But I don't think these two things are happening at the same location is what I'm saying.
I think they are. I think the waffles are more likely to happen at a continental breakfast situation.
Right.
And you're not getting a omelet bar there.
No. Right.
What's up with these omelet bars trying to tell you how many toppings you can get or how many like fillings?
That's crazy work. Who's trying to do that? Not to make your own omelet bar.
We're not limiting to 2.
No.
And cheese is certainly not one. Anyway, shoes?
So you said you have these on the way?
Yeah.
So was this a purchase last year that is coming?
Must be.
Right?
What?
Because you only have 5 purchases.
Or did you purchase these recently?
I purchased these recently.
So this is one of your 5?
Well, if I keep them.
Oh, okay. Okay. There's always a loophole that you can return them and get one of your 5 back.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah. What if I buy 5 things and none of them work?
That's true. That's true. I forgot you're a return boy.
I'm a big return boy. Shouts to Origin. That's like the app that we use for budgeting and accounting and all that type of stuff. You can it'll tell you what you shopped and how much you returned. I returned like 40% of stuff I bought last year.
I got to make some returns.
Yeah. Bad. Okay. The Nike Waffle Racer. Under $100. If you want to jump into the low profile kind of Drees sneaker thing that's happening out there, but you don't want to spend a shitload of money, this is perfect. This is like you're getting a solid little Nike. They're very Bodie coated to me.
They are similar to the Bodie collab.
Yes. The Astro
but they're
Grabber,
also giving Tiger.
The Astro Grabber, yeah, the Astro Grabber that Bodie did. Not a very comfortable shoe, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
They're just very narrow, and the toe box on these I feel like is going to be. You can kind of see it's a little bit. It's got that kind of wider horseshoe shape. They remind me of a Nike Tailwind, which I quite liked 5-6 years ago, but with a lower profile. This is just like a 6 shoe for under $100, especially if you want to kind of jump on the ultra slim bandwagon. And I think the yellow and green is the way to go here. Not on the Nike website, but there's a brown color floating around as well. So I'll report back on those, and then the other one that I've got on the way, checking them both out, Randy. I haven't made a decision yet. Is the Adidas handball Spezial in the leopard print.
You're going leopard?
I'm going leopard.
You're loco for this.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So are these like official handball shoes?
So that's a great question, Randy. I think they must have started out as a handball shoe. But the same way that the Samba started out as like an indoor soccer shoe, right?
Mm-hmm. Same as the Tigers, right?
So they Onitsuka Tigers?
Yeah.
What did they start out
I think they're indoor soccer.
Okay. Maybe. Or were they netball or handball or something?
At least I remember when I got a pair back in 2012. Like I think they were even like labeled as indoor soccer shoes.
Anyway, the Adidas has been pushing the handball Spezial as basically like it's in the mix with their Gazelle, Samba, that type of thing. It's just another kind of court shoe that's got a little bit different of a toe box, and sole is slightly different shape, but you can see it comes in like 97 colors. Animal print. I've been seeing animal print in a lot of men's stuff recently.
I like the lace choice,
and I feel like shoes is a really cool place to potentially pull it off.
Yeah, I just have a little tiny bit of camo on these.
Yeah, I mean, but you're kind of in the world there with.
But that's where, like, I feel like shoes are an easy way to express yourself. I'm a guy who doesn't wear like the most outlandish stuff.
Yeah,
I stay pretty in my lane, and I feel like shoes are a place where I can actually like, all right, no, I can show my vibe today by putting on some shoes. Like this vibe, wild boy. You don't know what's going to happen to me today.
Right.
Like I only bust out the orange laces every once in a while.
Did you choose the orange laces today?
No.
They were already in there?
They're already in there. I think they're in there for good. These made the cut for shoes that I'm not getting rid of. And I don't know where the black laces are for these. I do think they look good with the black laces, though.
Congratulations to those to those sneakers on making the cut.
Yeah, pretty big stuff. I've still got some that I'm back and forth on.
What got axed?
A bunch of more just old stuff, or like stuff that I got for free that I wore a few times that I just don't ever wear anymore.
Have you made the big decision on the Wave Runners?
Dude, currently the Wave Runners are unfortunately in the keep pile.
Okay.
I can't part with them. They're in great condition. I have to say, now that sneakers have gone away from like what we were all wearing back then,
right?
Putting them on, it's like, oh, these are actually just kind of cool little sneakers.
Yeah.
I just need people to forget.
Well, he apologized. So
he did apologize.
It's all water under the bridge.
Forgot that he apologized. I don't know.
Yeah.
Twice.
I almost gave him away one time during peak cancel Kanye because
Wow.
we had movers, and one of the movers was like, "Oh, those are sick," and I was like, "Well, what size foot are you?" Like, because I can't wear them right now.
Steph Curry, he broke up with Under Armour. He was sitting courtside at a game. I don't know if he was injured or what. I saw him sitting courtside at some sort of basketball game, and I thought he was wearing Wave Runners. On closer look, they just look like Wave Runners. But they're a different brand. I don't know what brand they were actually. They're kind of weird looking. But for a split second, I thought about I was like, oh, Steph's making them okay again. He's bringing them back. He's saying, we're good here. You can wear your Wave Runners again.
I had 2 pairs.
Yeah.
I think I gave the other ones to Ross.
Huh.
I could be wrong on that, but I'm almost positive I gave the other ones to Ross because they fit differently.
Okay.
They were like too big and I couldn't return them. Should we talk Oscars?
Let's do Oscars. Let's talk some baby girls. We had a bunch of baby girls and baby girl adjacent fellas at the
baby
the
girl
Oscars.
adjacent. We did. I don't have many takes on winners and losers of the Oscars.
Well, let's just take a look at the fits. Okay. Should we start with baby girl number 1? Why not? Here he is. It's Jacob Elordi.
He went classic. This is the tough part about the Oscars, is that so many people go classic that there's not that much to talk about. If I'm Elordi, I'm skipping that vest. I'm keeping the tie. I'm keeping that face.
So this is a whole write-up from Esquire about Elordi's tuxedo, and the headline is, at the 2026 Oscars, Jacob Elordi set the blueprint for a proper 3-piece tuxedo. I'm going to zag, Will. This is a miss for me.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think
with the baseline that he has set for himself, this is too fuddy-duddy.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he's about to go conduct an opera.
Yeah, it's not right.
Yeah.
These pants are not voluminous enough for him based on how he operates.
I get it. Like, it's his big, he's been nominated for an Oscar. It's like a big moment for him. He wanted to keep it traditional, but like something just looks a little.
The proportions seem off, and maybe it's like the jacket's long.
The jacket is so long.
The jacket's very long, which throws off the pants. The pants for me are the thing that look the weirdest to me right now, but I can't really isolate why.
Yeah, the jacket looks like it's in between like a regular tuxedo and the one with like the big tails at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got a dust.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that could be an element of like the button stance being too high. Like, it looks like that one button like wants to be like right here, like kind of across that second button on his vest, when I feel like it wants to be like 2-3 inches lower.
A little down.
I don't know. Something's just not quite right here. I understand why he maybe kind of wanted to keep it a little bit more subdued than he might at the Golden Globes or some other less formal event, but I feel like he should have been himself a little bit more.
He's kind of got a Norman look going right now. Remember Normans? Aussie Normans?
Yeah. I don't have his fit pulled up, but Leo, I believe he is currently shooting a film for Martin Scorsese at the moment.
And that's why he's got the stash.
And I think that's why he has the stash, but he looks great with it.
I
thought he looked awesome.
What's he recording?
The new Scorsese film. J-Law's in it too.
Okay.
Let's scroll down here and take a look at, first, the Oscar winner himself, MBJ, Michael B. Jordan.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Boring, but like good. I like the choice. He still went generally black tie with a lot of flavor to it. I dig the chain.
I like the chain is cool. That's a nice little moment for sure. Famously, Will, me and MBJ were just alike in a lot of ways. And I also went Mandarin collar.
Wow.
For I don't remember if it was like senior men's or prom, but you know.
I didn't have a date to snow coming.
Okay.
I think 2022 or 2023. So I decided to dress bad boy.
Yeah.
And I went with I forget, I think it was Volcom. Volcom had put out a black button-down shirt with a Mandarin collar.
Yeah.
So I rocked that.
Yeah.
And I felt so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm the most punk kid here.
Yeah. Get out
of here.
The other kids there just didn't even know what they were getting hit with that Mandarin collar.
What was tough was that I also got turned down for a dance that night for the first time in my life. I'd never gotten turned down
Somebody
before.
said no?
She said no. And then I think she freaked out and she started dancing with some other dude. And I was like, there's no way that's an upgrade for me. I think she was waiting for someone else to do it. And then she was like, oh no.
I'm sorry. Snow Coming was the name of your...
Snow Coming, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, actually, sorry. I'm sorry. That's what other schools called it. We actually called it Coming Home.
So it wasn't like a homecoming thing. It was like your winter. We just called it winter formal.
We called our winter formal Coming Home.
Interesting.
I don't know why we did that.
Tell the world and I'm coming.
Was that your Sadie Hawkins dance?
Yes.
Yeah, winter formal.
We also had a full we also had a full court for that for some reason. I don't know.
Snow Coming.
I like that. It's good. Snow Coming.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Our senior prom was themed A Night in Paris during the same time that the Paris Hilton video was coming out. So that was fun.
God, so in Harbor Springs, did you have Al's or Men's Warehouse? Where were y'all going for formal rentals?
Nowhere.
No,
I don't know what people did, to be honest.
So you did not have the formative high school experience of walking into an Al's formal wear in a strip mall?
No.
And just being presented with vast binders and books and racks worth of insane options that you could choose from?
I wish I could have. Before homecoming, in high school, my first homecoming, my dad took me to the nice tailor in town to get me a good blazer or jacket. And we went through the whole process. My dad never looked at a price tag once. And I was like, damn, my dad's really splashing out for me for this jacket. This place seems really nice. We get to the register and the guy's like, yeah, it's going to be $600. And my dad goes, oh, never mind. And I was like, we've been here for an hour. I don't know what's going on. I'm not saying you need to buy me this. I think it's ridiculous too. But I feel like we just wasted a lot of time here. But yeah, I dressed pretty informally for a lot of those things because we didn't have an immediate option.
Well, it's no wonder that people look like absolute idiots at their homecomings and senior dances and proms and all of that, because you're giving a 17-year-old all of this choice. And of course we're going with the white tuxedo with the baby blue bow tie and pocket square. You know what I mean? There's so much. You're looking through the books and you're just this is amazing. No, you're not going classic. You're not going black on white.
My buddy hit him with I think a pink tie, all white tux suit thing.
Yeah.
And then a white Red Sox cap.
Yeah. Well, that's how, and again, that's how you'd freak it when you're 16. You're like, I'm going to do this white tuxedo with the pink tie, 3-piece, obviously. And then I'm throwing on my Red Sox cap.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit him with and then shoes, Jordans.
Yep. Always. There were so many guys doing that.
Air Force Ones.
The videos that come out of this is what prom looked like in 2001. And I'm like, man, that was literally us.
Yeah. Okay. He looked great. It was good fit, suited him, looked good accepting the award up there. Here's our guy, former baby girl 1, Tim Chalamet.
I mean, it's Kevin from the Backstreet Boys and no one else. That's the only person it is. I don't know how he got here.
Did you see the Diet Prada post about him?
I did not.
It basically outlines it basically just takes you through the last 6-7 years of Timmy. Thank you, Randy. And how he went from, the kind of flowing young boy, beautiful man locks, and he was like doing the backless Hader Ackerman, like 2-piece, and like he was doing he did the harness at the Oscars one year that was Louis Vuitton when Virgil was putting those down the runway, and he was like this like risk taker. He was androgynous. He was like not conforming to gender norms. He was this pretty boy, like he like and because he was kind of like throwing those looks, and because of the way he looked, and because of the movies and the roles that he was choosing, and because he was always very thoughtful with his words, I think it became very easy for the public at large, but also like his core fandom to kind of like just put it on him and make these assumptions that he was some soft-spoken, like, quiet poetry boy.
Well, he's in turbo mode now.
And I think that the case was that those were all very conscious decisions that he was making to further his career and appeal to certain directors and get certain roles. And I'm not saying that he didn't like all those looks that he was kind of throwing down, but like he's 30 years old now, right? He dates Kylie Jenner. Like I think he's being a little bit more himself these days. And that is, the kind of New York hype beast that he has always been deep down. And my guy wants to date Jessica Rabbit and wear chrome hearts. That's it.
He's already going through so much PR stuff right now. And then he shows up wearing this, and it's just like, I don't care. I'm spitting in the face of these people.
Speaking of the Owl's formal wear binders that we just talked about, like that.
It's
like,
exactly this.
He went through and he was like, white on white, baby.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I believe this is Givenchy. But it might as well be page 74 from Owl's formal wear.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. I think he should have won Best Actor. I think he crushed Marty Supreme. I'm sorry. I just think it was a better performance than Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, even though I liked Sinners.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad we took him off the baby girl list when we did. It shows that we knew ball.
I mean, unbelievable move by us. A lot of people are saying. If
the ballet community is listening,
you're welcome.
You're kind of jocking our swag, but you're welcome.
And also, I want to say, I think we already talked about this too, but like the backlash to Timothy has just made me kind of get in the bag even more for him. Like, just like live your life, King.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. They were going to drop this whether he won or lost, but like Dune 3 trailer looks absolutely sick. I cannot wait.
I probably need to see Dune 1 and 2.
A lot of people are saying that this kind of narrative shift that has happened could just be one major PR stunt in the run up for Dune 3. Not to give anything away about little Paul Atreides, but
he's got to be tired of promoting stuff.
I don't know how long he's going to be the good guy is what I'm saying. Yeah, that Ross and I talked about this too on OCC, just kind of breaking down how like you oversaturate yourself, you become too famous, you do all these press tours, at some point people have had enough. You eventually put your foot in your mouth and like people are ready to tear you down, so they just like they jump at the chance to kind of like humble you and take you down a peg. And we were saying that he needs to like wrap up this Marty Supreme tour and just kind of like hide out maybe.
Yeah.
For the rest of 26.
Go to France for a little bit, man.
Not going to happen. He's got Dune 3 at the end of the year. Like this guy's going nowhere.
Yeah. He's in the grind. I respect it.
Yeah, I do too.
I respect he wants to be one of the greats.
He wants to be one of the greats. Absolutely. But I do think after Dune 3,
he's got to take some time off.
Take a break.
Go take a Vinny Chase Mexico trip. Grow a beard.
Take a break. But yeah.
They're going to break up. He's going to take a break. Come back with Marty Supreme too.
Dude, I think he's popping Question.
You think he's popping Q?
I think he's popping Q.
That kettle is hot. Might pop soon.
Couple more to round up here. Paul Mescal.
Not mezcal, like some people say. Idiots out there.
Celine. I freaked with this, Will. I like the I can't remember what they're called at the moment, but they've been kind of having a moment as well. The ties, the Colonel Sanders tie.
The Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I don't think I could ever pull it off. I think
you could. I think you totally could.
No, I think so. Okay, I think it would actually look pretty good on me.
Yeah, totally.
But I feel like I would, if I was wearing it somewhere, I feel like everybody would look at me and be like, is that guy in Mumford and Sons or something? Like, what's this guy's deal?
Okay.
Why is he wearing this old school Colonel Sanders tie?
Yeah. This was the most baby girl that we've seen thus far. We've got one more that's pretty baby girl as well.
I agree. You could tell me he's wearing like a little Chanel jacket here.
Right.
He's kind of eating.
He did a little thing. Did you say you watched Hamnet?
No.
Okay.
So Hamnet is a movie that I have expressed interest for on this podcast, and people have reached out. Thank you. I will be watching it. I just don't know when. Apparently you cry a lot during this movie.
It looks, yeah.
And so I kind of just, it's one of those movies where I'm gonna have to choose a night where I'm like, you know what? I'm stable enough right now to cry and not have it ruin my night.
Can I take you on another aside here?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I've been getting back in my film bag. We've been watching movies.
I'm too.
I don't know what's happened. I think well, here's what happened. I finally decided that enough was enough. I wanted to watch movies again. And if that meant that I had to watch them over 2, God forbid 3, but sometimes 3 nights, that's just how it was going to have to go.
That's how it has to go. I'm not proud of it. I don't talk to people about it. But because you brought it up, I'm willing to have this conversation.
We started doing it, and we're watching movies again. Your boy might have to sign up for Letterboxd.
Oh.
You're already on there.
I got on there this week.
Okay.
I opened my old account and saw that I had gotten on it during like an Oscars run a couple years ago, and then I never used it, so I deleted it from my phone. And then I was like, you know what? I'm watching movies. I need to start logging these.
Well, and here's what can happen when you take a chance and you say, okay, maybe it takes 2 nights. Last night, I don't know how this happened. Last night we cooked dinner and we started a movie and we watched the whole thing. We got through the whole thing. I don't know how it happened.
It's crazy.
We watched Begonia last night.
How'd that go?
Interesting film.
Shout out to the backers who ruined it for me at the meetup.
Oh, that's too bad. But we were deciding between One Battle After Another, which I've already seen, but Laura has not, Hamnet and Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched the trailer for Hamnet, and like it, 1,000,000%, it is a movie that you have to be in the headspace for to get ready to like depress yourself.
My buddy told me that he and his wife cried through 2/3 of the movie. He's like, it wasn't like some big build and then you cry. He's like, you just start crying and you never really stop.
Have you watched the trailer? Do you have any idea what it's about?
It's about William Shakespeare's absolute boy dying and him trying to reckon with life after.
So it looks like absolute, just a treacherous path for any parent, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't, that's a lot.
It's his son?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was like his friend. Oh, I don't know if I can watch that. I don't watch dead parent or dead child things anymore.
Do yourself a favor, watch the trailer and
Lion King? No.
And then decide.
Any Disney movie? No.
No, I gotta watch it though.
It looks like a grind is what I'm saying. And I want to watch it.
Like the MTV Spring Break one?
Dude, waffles and grinds, man. just... Anyway, yeah, back in my film bag. Okay, here's our final outfit for the boys. It's Pedro Pascal. Give him a ding, Randy. Thank you.
Sans mustache.
And he's gotten rid of the facial hair.
Whoa.
I don't like it.
And I can't, yeah.
He's broaching.
He is broaching.
Hard.
That's a big, yeah.
It's as big as that.
It's next level.
That coach's sleeves.
She has a name. It's Kim Mulkey.
Kim Mulkey. I forgot it.
Pedro Pascal.
How could you forget?
He went sans facial hair for Wonder Woman 1984.
Uh-huh.
And there's a quote from an interview of the last few years where he talked about how he hated the way he looked in that movie so much that he was like, I'm never going without facial hair ever again. And basically since then, like, you can't find a picture of him without facial hair. Point being, this has to be for a role.
This is why I'm not shaving my beard anytime soon. Everyone hated it. Everyone's like, he looks so much worse than he did before. And like, that's 100% the reason I'm not shaving my beard.
Yeah.
The beard stays.
He's gone from like, you know, Last of Us, hardo / you know, just hot, sexy man about town to like an English teacher.
Yeah. This is a weird Oscars outfit for me. I get it. Like, I get how you get to the point where you choose this,
Well, okay, let's go back to our little talk about rules when it comes to formality.
Okay.
You can't go no jacket at the Oscars.
Yeah, I just don't get why you do that. Like, does he not worry about sweating through his shirt on his back like I do at public events? Because I have to wear a jacket.
Well, he probably got back Botox.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Is that kettle popped?
Kettle is popping.
Oh, is the kettle popped?
Kettle's popping.
I mean, it's all the way out. I don't know if that's a pop.
People were a fan of Leo's watch. He had a Rolex from 1900 something. People were making jokes that he likes old watches and young women. Classic.
That's Leo.
Like I said, I don't know if Leo has had any work done, but he looked phenomenal.
He did
at the Oscars.
He looked
great.
He looked good.
Speaking of Pop and Q, you think Vittorio Soretti? Is this the one for him?
No.
It's been a minute.
He's not popping any Qs, and if he pees any Qs, we're not going to know about it. I don't think.
How old is she?
I think she's already past the.
Yeah, there was some hullabaloo.
Whoa,
he's probably waffling over it.
She's 27.
That's old for his standards. That's 2 years.
You think he's going to let her get to 30 and then cut her loose?
She's on borrowed time already.
What's the deal with him? You think he's just like Bachelor for life? That's just the way it is. Like,
I think he's been a famous actor for a very, very, very long time, and his reality is quite distorted compared to ours.
Yeah,
and the need to settle down might not exist because he's never led a settled life.
Because he does not have to worry about like needing somebody to take care of him because he's worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he wants kids, it's like, why bother?
He's already married to the game, so
he is.
Do you think he has a kid out there?
Well, I think that's the weirdest part because like B Coops, for example, had a kid with Irina Shayk, and is now back doing his kind of perpetual bachelordom forever thing.
I feel like,
but he got the kid in there. I
feel like if you're Leo, like you have he's probably not going to need a second wind for his career at any point because he's Leo. But like all these other famous actors who don't have the clout that Leo has, they need Nepo babies so that they can have like a second wind when their child gets famous and then they're relevant again.
Well, when I think about it, it's like, if you're Leo, don't you kind of want legacy living on? Like, oh, that's Leonardo DiCaprio. But maybe it's such an ego thing that he's like, no legacy. I am the legacy.
Yeah.
He doesn't want like his son getting famous for being trapped in Colombia or something like that.
I would love a night.
That one is over my head, Randy.
Chet Hanks is currently stuck.
Oh yeah, he's stuck in Colombia. I want to spend an entire night on Adderall talking to Leo. He and I are both on Adderall, locked in a room.
Adderall?
Yeah.
That what you're calling it?
Yeah. What? Oh, actual cocaine? He'd have to find it. I can't acquire that. I don't know where to go for that. But I want to be on a drug that makes me.
I'm going to guess that he could.
He could. Yeah, he could. I want to be on a drug that makes me so interested in what he's saying that I can't take myself away and just talk to him for hours and get inside that man's brain. Do you want to do some side dishes? I called them side dishes today.
Side dishes.
All right, let's.
I like that we just changed what this is called, articles of interest, side dishes.
This is side dishes today.
Okay.
All right, let's go quick.
All right.
Click into this boiler room set that I isolated, dude. Is this the most AI looking video that's not AI that you've ever seen? Posted by the royal family. We got King Charles just on the 1s and 2s right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Wow.
Is this in a school gymnasium?
I don't know. I don't know why they posted this. This is how I would feel if I showed up to like a Fred Again set at this point.
So this is you. I
am him, yeah.
Yeah. You're just looking over at the dial, just like, oh, interesting in it.
I'm like turning it down because it's a little loud.
The collaboration between the King's Trust and Factory Academy.
The royal family called him DJ KC3.
Wow.
They're getting too. They're getting too. The royals are feeling touchable, and they're not supposed to feel that way.
That's true. All right, what's next?
This is the most Randy coded shit I've ever seen, and I want to do it with Randy. Randy, do you have any interest in going with me to a bonsai convention?
Yes, absolutely.
Bonsai trees might be where I dive in life.
They're sick. I'll tell you.
Like, they're just art, dude, in tree form. Look at these things.
God, these are amazing.
Can you imagine having like Walton Goggins' place from Architectural Digest and just having bonsai trees everywhere?
I mean, these are award-winning bonsai trees.
Look at these.
Yeah.
What makes a bonsai tree a bonsai tree?
So I was just about to ask, like, how did we do these? How did we get bonsai trees?
These people like manicure them and like really take care of them. Like they have to do a lot of work to these things to maintain them.
But the theme here, right? And maybe this is supposed to be the theme of all bonsai trees. These look just like giant trees, but in miniature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Is that all bonsai trees? Do they all kind of resemble a different?
Pretty much. I mean, they all are trees. It's just
right. That's what I'm saying. They're real. They're live.
They're grown in such a way that, like, as you're growing them, you're shaping them. So these are over the span of many, many years, and like to get to that point in constant care and manicure. So it is. I mean, I have 3 bonsai trees, and we'll see how they go.
I bet yours couldn't make it in this convention, dude.
No. God, these are beautiful.
Do you want one that's more twiggy or more leafy? And do you want one that's more uniform and like that? Or do you want one that's like twisting inside of itself?
I personally prefer not the huge ones that are like all bent over each other, even though they're cool, but like something like this. The ones that have like the stair-stepped leaves, like that one's cool, but not what I'm thinking.
Ooh, that one's so cool.
It's so artful. But I think of like a traditional bonsai tree. These are cool. They are expensive though.
I'm copping a bonsai.
But I go to a bonsai bar if you're interested. It's a little workshop that goes around. I think it's in multiple different cities. That's where I got my first one. And it's just they give you a little work. They give you a tree. They give you a workshop, and it's at a bar. And the guy just teaches you how to take care of it and how to plant it. And the best thing is, if yours dies, they'll give you a replacement one for free.
They're gonna lose money on me.
Will, when you posted this link to our next topic here, I'm going to read what you put. You said, we should just cover everything ugly in Ivy.
Yeah.
And I thought this was going to be about something that was Ivy, like prep, that was ugly.
No, I'm talking about physical structures.
No, you're saying that anything that looks ugly aesthetically in a physical structure, we should just cover with Ivy.
I've decided that we should just cover it with Ivy. I've discovered that if people ruin a house, just go plant ivy in their yard and hope that it creeps up the wall.
Yeah.
But like, let's just cover everything in ivy at this point. Is anyone saying no?
I mean, you're right. You're totally right. I'm got all sorts of new ideas about ivy that I need to look into for my own home. I guess I need to look up cons of putting ivy all over your house.
Well, I think on some surfaces it definitely ruins your house.
Okay.
But like, counterpoint, vibes.
Good counterpoint.
Great counterpoint.
Like counterpoint, you might be dead when it affects you. So why worry about it now?
Fair enough.
Pass that off to the next owner.
Yeah. What do you think ivy damages on a house?
I think it just grows into the house and messes with the structure of it. So I don't think you can do it on like my house. It wouldn't work on. But if you have like a brick house,
she's a brick house.
Yeah,
she's mighty.
You got some droppies for us?
Yeah,
man. This first one bums me out.
So
I clicked in quick. All sold out.
Canoe Club, Orslo.
Mm-hmm.
Their latest drop, and it's their coverall jacket. We each have an Orslo coverall. You have the tweed wool. I've got the olive green.
Yep. I was like, do I?
Love the jacket. It's a great jacket. Love the fit. Very oversized. Kind of goes over anything.
The cut of it alone was like my favorite part when I tried it on.
So they did it in a brown and a blue, and then a pair of fatigues in matching colors. And I think so. Today was early access drop for patrons.
Oh, so when I clicked in, it wasn't sold out. It just hadn't been released yet.
Yes, but I'm in the Patreon, so I can tell you that the blue sold out with the quickness.
That makes sense.
And I don't know.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised the blue sold out faster.
I don't know if they are keeping some stock for the full release, but the blue is gone. And what this says to me, Will, this just speaks to the power of the Row Jolene jacket that Harry Styles wore, because that jacket went absolutely nuts. It's sold out everywhere. There's another version of it by the Row that is
one's really good.
That is also sold out everywhere. The classic blue French tour jacket is having a moment again. There are dozens of other options out there. But because the Orslo coverall is such a well-loved jacket, it's not a surprise that this one sold out immediately. And like I as a non-owner of a French blue chore jacket, I would have been, pretty interested in this one if it had sat around for a week or two. Although a bunch of jackets that, it's not happening for us this spring, really.
I know. That was the number one thing. Like, that was the hardest part about clicking into this, is being like, man, I want it. Makes no sense.
But yeah, the blue went with the quickness. Anyway, their collabs with Orslo are always very cool. So by the time this podcast releases, this will all be out. I don't know what'll be left. It's possible that it did all sell out.
It's going to be gone.
But a shout out nonetheless. Okay, a couple other quick ones here. Amélie Andor for Technics. Thank you, Randy, for the vinyl heads out there. Classic green and gold on a turntable, Will.
This is stupid.
No, come on.
This is dumb. Why are they doing this?
And
I don't like the mirrored logos.
Then the very obvious product here was a soccer jersey for this collaboration.
Duh.
So they did 2 colorways of that. Plus some hats and tees. And oh, yes, don't forget your ALD X Technics lanyard. You needed this to hang your South by Southwest badge on this week.
How much is the lanyard?
$20.
Okay. Is that the cheapest thing on their site right now?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like the logo flip. Not for me. I bet it looks cool when it's rotating, but you will always have a record covering that, so it doesn't really matter.
Am I wrong? So am I correct that the Technics logo is Technics with the mirror dropped Technics?
Not sure. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Technics.
More tech decks, right?
Big tech deck guy. It's a cool record player. $650 ain't nothing though.
Okay, no, I'm wrong. I don't see a mirror flip logo for Technics, so I'm not sure why they chose that. I don't know. I think I kind of think the flipped lockup is kind of cool.
I mean, it makes sense seeing it on the record player, but like what Will said with the record band, it doesn't make sense. But if you just saw that on a shirt, I'd be very confused.
I'll say this: I feel like the real ALD boys out there that couldn't quite afford the $12,000 La Morosco feel like they're going to jump all over the $2,100 turntable that looks just the same, basically.
I kind of get it. Like, this seems way more reasonable for what you can spend on like a record player. This is what, $650? How much is this?
$2,100.
Oh, it's $2,100.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought it was $650. Yeah, never mind. I'm taking back. I'm scaling that back. No, it's ridiculous. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just don't do it. It's cool though. It's possible that the logos on the record, whatever plate, it's possible that's just a cover too, and it comes off and it doesn't even look like that. At which point, like, if you can afford that and it matches your place, like, cool. You can probably. It's not going to look like you're some ALD stan.
Unless you also have the La Morosco sitting in the corner of your kitchen.
Yeah. Or if you have one of the several Amélie Andor dust covers that I have for my record player. I only have 2, actually. They're kind of nice.
Last thing, I wanted to shout out the Uniqlo U, the next drop, which is happening on the 19th. So by the time you're listening to this, this will be out. Uniqlo U is the collaboration. I've talked about it before, but it's with Christopher Lemaire of Lemaire. And it's been very popular for years. I think for me, the last couple of Uniqlo U drops have not hit very hard. This one is back in full force. This stuff looks like Lemaire. This jacket for what's going to be $80 is so sick. I expect this purple colorway will sell out in the first couple of days. There are a couple of great looking pair of pants that like kind of give that kind of barrel cut that Lemaire is so famous for. There are good looking t-shirts. There's a cool knit. Anyway, the colorways, the bags, the belts, the jackets, this is like kind of a return to form, in my opinion, for Uniqlo U, especially for those of us that are interested in it because it resembles Lemaire for like a 20th of the price. So just putting that back on the radar because there are going to be some things that are definitely going to tempt me here.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with the Uniqlo U as you are. But yeah, I'm into it. Like, a lot of this stuff seems... When is it released?
The 19th. So tomorrow.
Should we do some wish list items?
All right, Will. It's time. Wish list.
I'm putting something different and not cheap on here.
Okay.
Doing a pair of headphones. Focal Hadneys. Open back headphones. These are on clearance with an open box too. Could get them on sale.
Okay.
These headphones are made
Big sale. Usual price $750. Down to $500.
These are a pair of headphones that do very well with vinyl. And what I've learned, and I think I've talked about this, is that headphones don't, like if you have headphones that you're running like noise canceling through, it's going to distort whatever you're listening to on vinyl. And so like people recommend doing something else, like an open back is what they call it. That's what these are.
Yeah.
And like, I only want to make that purchase once.
Right.
I have nice headphones. I know that I'll use nice headphones. I like headphones are a thing that I like spending good money on because I use them so much and I like the upgraded quality. These are a little too pricey for me, but I'm putting them on the list because as far as open back headphones go, these are the best looking ones and also have a lot of people vouching for their quality as well. And so it kind of straddles between a very good looking aesthetic pair of headphones and a pair of headphones with actual like might behind them for what you need. Whereas you can go into the, numerous thousands trying to get some open back headphones for your record player, but I'm not going to go that deep. But yeah, I just thought these were the best looking ones that I've seen.
I've never heard of Focal Haydens.
Me neither.
Which is how I know that they're for real ball knowers.
Haydens, not Hadneys. I don't know anything about them. Probably because the headphone companies that we think about, Apple, Bose, whoever,
right?
They're not making the open back for vinyl listening.
Yeah, no, this is for the real.
It's a whole different
files out there.
It's a crazy different world for the headphones over there that I have not even scratched the surface of.
Did you watch the miniseries on HBO called Sharp Objects with Amy Adams? Based on a Gillian Flynn novel.
No, okay. I didn't.
There's a dude on the show that's like the super rich Southern guy, and his like thing is listening to music and vinyl through like all analog everything, like super audiophile shit. I would not be surprised if the headphones that he's wearing in the scenes where he's listening to music are Focal Haydens.
If somebody gave me $1 billion tomorrow, like one of the first things I'd end up doing is just going that route.
Yeah.
All right. What is the most ultimate thing I can do? I want to get like meditative sound bath vinyl records and put on headphones and see what those are like.
Hell yeah.
I want to go to a different world.
Okay. I got an email about this, Will. This product. It's from Huckberry's in-house line, Flint and Tinder. And I hope I don't denim chore jacket mog your Drake's.
We're about to be like right next to each other.
But this selvage denim chore coat from Flint and Tinder, ringing in at the low price of $178.
That's good.
Kind of looks a lot like the Drake's one.
It looks a little too much like the Drake's one. A little too much.
I don't want to put Huckberry on blast. They're well within their rights to do this.
No, I'm glad they did. If you like my denim jacket, go get this.
Huckberry, as a multi-brand retailer, as well as a producer of clothing, they carry brands like they carry Drake's, they carry Howler Brothers, they carry Wythe, they carry all these cool brands. And as such, they become very familiar, one, with the product itself, two, what sells well for them. They take that information, they take all that knowledge, they put it into their house line at a approachable price point for kind of their core guy. Mm-hmm. It's smart business. It makes a lot of sense. But like, I guarantee they had the Drake's one up on a wall at some point while they were designing this thing. And they maybe have even had their hands on it because they carry Drake's.
Well, it doesn't have the interior pocket on the lower pocket for your cell phone, and I do. So have fun, guys.
All that being said, I think this one looks really good.
It does.
I think they executed this super well. The price is right. I love that it's selvage.
It's a little shorter than the one that I got.
Right.
Which is not, for me, that's actually a good, I think it's a good thing. Mine's a little too long. At least it's long enough that it's taking me some getting used to.
So this is a cool product, and as I just mentioned about jackets, like doesn't really seem like it's happening for us this spring. As I sit here in a jacket, it was like 70. I said, I'm doing it. And so, yeah, not sure if there are any more jacket cops left in my very near future, first half of the year. But this is a good one for anybody that's got spring ahead of them still.
I have none left.
Yeah.
No jacket cops are left for me.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. Great episode.
Had fun.
Yeah. Thanks, Randy.
Bye.